Hi guys, it's Kate again, and I just wanted to show you what I got for my birthday. It was a very big bookish birthday. I got to take my whole family to Barnes & Noble and recommend books to them, which was the event I wanted to do for my birthday. But family and friends also gave me books, and I'm just overwhelmed by what they picked out for me. It's so lovely and amazing, and I thought I'd show it all to you. So first we have Recitative by Toni Morrison. The introduction is by Zadie Smith, which is another author I've been wanting to read. And as one of our birthday outings, Joshua and I went to the state's only Black-owned bookstore. I wanted to support them and check it out. And I saw, they didn't have a ton of books, it was more community space. But I saw this as one of the books they have there, and my favorite booktuber, Kalila, is constantly recommending this. It's a story about two girls who grow up together and how their lives go different ways, and the whole book through you're not sure which girl's white and which girl's black. It's ambiguous the whole way through, and the author wrote it as kind of an experiment to get you to confront your own biases of what you think whiteness is, what you think blackness is. So I'm really excited to read it. It's nice and short, which is good because I'm a little intimidated by Toni Morrison's writing, because I know she covers heavier themes. So I'm excited to start with something short. Also at that same bookstore, they had used books. I forgot to take the tag off this one. But this is Ninth Ward by Joel Parker Rhodes. And I was excited to see it won a Coretta Scott King Award. The cover had me interested because I couldn't tell if this boat is levitating or if that's water. I think it's levitating because it has a shadow. My husband and I kind of had some debate about that. But it's set during Hurricane Katrina, but it also looks like it has some spiritual elements of someone being able to tell the future and knowing Hurricane Katrina is coming. And it is a middle grade book. I'm old enough to remember when Hurricane Katrina happened, but I don't really know much about how it affected people, especially people of color, so I'm excited to read this. So that was also from that bookstore. Then when we went to Barnes & Noble and I recommended a book to everyone in our family, my husband was like, well, you need a book too. And I have been dying to read The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I've almost bought myself a copy a couple times, but I either didn't have the budget for it or the copy the used bookstore had the Hulu series cover, and I didn't like that. I wanted a more classic cover. So he picked this up for me, and it's published by Vintage, which is a imprint we really like. They do some of the most beautiful books. I'm so excited to read this. I've been getting into some more classic feminist literature lately, and a friend of mine read this and got a lot out of it, and so I just want to experience what the hype is. Look at some of the examinations of religious and social issues, and yeah, experience this story. Sorry, I'm having trouble talking today. This is Real Friends by Shannon Hale. She wrote Princess Academy. She wrote a ton of books. And Loon Pham, I hope I said that right. An illustrator she works with a lot, and this one is actually a graphic novel. And it's semi-autobiographical, but my best friend recently read this and absolutely loved it, so she sent me a copy for my birthday. And I'm really excited to read it. I want to see how it's been meaningful to her and what she likes about it. And I love Shannon Hale books. They're really special. So I'm excited to read that. And then a few weeks before my birthday, my Canadian friend reached out to me and she's like, hey, I know your birthday's coming. Can I get you something off your wish list? And I was just like so overwhelmed. I was like, wow, that is so sweet. So I sent her my Goodreads wish list, and she bought me Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. I am over the moon to have this. I almost bought it last year around my birthday when it came out. But I told myself, well, I haven't read Mockingjay yet. I haven't read Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes if I'm going to read it. And I already have paperbacks, so I need to wait for paperbacks to come out so they all match, right? So I was like, okay, I'll wait. But she checked with me if it was okay if she could get a hardcover because it's the only thing available. And then she sent me this, and I was so surprised to see it. And I've changed my tune about having paperbacks that all match. Because I think it's actually really cool that I have a hardcover. Because it'll kind of prove to future generations that I was there when this book first came out. Like, I wasn't aware of Hunger Games when it first came out. I was too young for them. It's not the sort of thing I was reading then. So now I have paperback editions that I got used. So I think having Sunrise on the Reaping in its original, did I mention beautiful edition? I love this color. I think will just be so cool to have on my shelves. I have since I've seen the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes movie, and I've decided that I do in fact want to read the book. So I'm going to have to get myself a hardcover of that too, so that my collection is complete. I also got, from one of my sisters, I got Heist Royale by Kavion Lewis. It is a sequel to Thieves' Gambit, which is a book I read earlier this year. Absolutely loved. It's like YA Ocean's 11, but with a little bit more backstabbing and stuff like that. And so I really wanted to read the sequel. Pardon me, that's my dog. I wanted to read the sequel, but I'm on a book buying ban right now, so I couldn't get it yet, but I put it on my birthday wish list. And so I was just so excited when I opened this. I'm like, yes, I finally get to read it. So I'm really excited about that one because the first book ended on a little bit of a cliffhanger. Very, very game-changing, scary cliffhanger. Also in the package from my best friend, she sent me Ollie's Odyssey by William Joyce. This was another book that she had been reading. She actually sent me some pictures of the illustrations, and she's like, look at how cute this is. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need to read that. It's not a graphic novel, but it is illustrated. Let's see if I can find an illustration. Ooh, that is spooky. There we go. There's some sad animals on the back. There's Ollie with his little pop can. But this just looked like the cutest, absolutely cutest thing. And I love classic stories of like toys or animals journeying home and just themes of friendship and survival and stuff like that. So I know she really, really loved this book. And I'm so happy that she sent me a copy. The last book she sent me was this graphic novel of Peter Pan. It's volume 1. I haven't been able to find out if there's a volume 2. It looks like maybe this was a Kickstarter and they only made it through the first one. But it is a graphic novel. And as I was looking at it, I realized that it is like word for word adapted from the book. So that's very cool. I'm excited to read it because I love the original book. People have done good adaptations, but often they just kind of miss the heart and the humor of the original. I'm very snobbish that way. So I'm really excited that this seems so close to the original. And I will be reading that soon. And then I wanted to talk about one more book I'm not showing in this video, but I was really happy to get. My parents got me I think it's the 20th anniversary edition of The Book Thief. It is absolutely beautiful, and I will show that to you guys in another video I'm going to do about the special editions I own. Because I'm not a huge special edition girly, but I do have some that I've collected or been given. So I'm really excited to show those to you. It is absolutely beautiful. So the last book I have to show you is hilarious. I actually checked this out from the library the day before I got it for my birthday. And I hadn't had a chance to look at it, and my husband was like holding it in like, oh, I know you're getting that for your birthday. You shouldn't check it out. But he couldn't tell me. So it's Sally's Baking 101 by Sally McKinney. I use recipes from Sally's Baking Addiction for everything. I use her cookie recipe. I actually used it for my birthday. I use her snickerdoodle recipe. I sometimes use her cake recipes if the other side I have doesn't have something for it. And so I was so excited that she had kind of an all-in-one cookbook. It's got beautiful, beautiful pictures too. And the thing I love about her recipes is that they always work. Like, I never have to be like, ooh, do I need to adjust this or something? Oh, that's lovely. I just know if I follow her recipe exactly, it's gonna turn out. So I'm so excited to have this. I'm going to make very yummy things from it. I'm sure of it. So yeah, that's my birthday book haul. I had a great birthday. I am now officially older. Yeah, I just had a great time hanging out with my family. We watched a movie. We had cookies. It was great. And so yeah, I will see you guys again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.